essentially we come together with interesting people, doing interesting things, and just talking about the role of connections in their life. So, how are we connected together with each other? How did we get connected in our personal and professional world and relationships? And who are the people that we're looking to connect with moving forward? And how do we connect others in the world? So I'm really excited today because we have my friend James Andre Jefferson Jr.
Yeah, you got it right. There we go. First try. You're a professional already.
There we go. It's the comedian, and so I know you did stand-up, I know you do a lot of videos on YouTube, and then of course we met because you were the winner of The Circle, season 3 on Netflix.
Yes. That was crazy. I got to go to you guys' rap party, and I remember going there, and I remember telling my manager, I said, I gotta meet Xavier, because he won and I won. He didn't know I won. He had no idea who I was, because your guys' show was filmed on the spot. Our show was filmed last year, so I was like, I couldn't wait to get a picture with Xavier, just because it was 2 black men winning. Because our finale is on the same night.
Yep, I was about to say that was a dope picture. Like,
but you didn't know about it though, like our show, because you were stuck.
But somebody told me like when they introduced me to you that night, and then I heard, and then you mentioned it was like, oh yeah, the same night, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Like just that, so much history in that night, and in this year we were talking about like reality TV. It seems like
it's crazy. You had 2 Out to Handle, my boy Marvin. You had Delisa from season 2 of The Circle. You had wasn't it a black Canadian Big Brother?
Yeah. They had a final 2 actually too.
Exactly. we taking over. Hey, if you white and you on reality TV, look out for us, cause we coming for y'all. I'm just playing.
I mean I think it was kind of cool just what you see when we work together. It's just a reminder.
Yeah. That was even you guys best alliance ever. The cookout, the name, everything about you, your plan, the way y'all got together was just amazing. On our show, all the black people clicked up, and it just works out.
I mean, that's what I noticed, at least for our season, was as soon as you attach a bigger meaning than like the game itself or than your own individual goals, everything changes. The mindset changes. It's just such an energy that's easier to work with.
Right, 100%. Because it was just like you're in there with the game and the people you connect with because of deeper meanings. You have them, but then you have people you just connect with game-wise. Those people are easier, unfortunately, to let go, because like in my situation, I blocked people in my own alliance, but the person I wanted was Kay, the black woman of the show, the black queen of the show, and I would not have blocked her. I would have not. I would still be there today for Kay.
Yeah.
And but the other people, like, I love them. We're all friends today, but just that deeper meaning, that deeper connection was what's really kept me strong with Kay.
I mean, it was. Some people were asking about like, oh, is that like some sort of racism working together? And it was just, for us, we were talking about every alliance that's ever gotten together in a show, they get together because of shared experiences. That's how they become friends. That's how they connect with each other. And that's all it was for us. We just have a shared experience. You walk through the world, and it's not my intention. It's not a goal that I'm walking through the world having a shared connection because of this, but it's become the double-edged sword, like a beautiful thing, and there's obviously difficulties in our society. But
it's crazy because I've seen some tweets about the cookout being racist. I'm like, how's it? I'm not. If it is racist, they stole the whole recipe from y'all's. It's what 23 seasons, 22 seasons, and we ain't had one black winner.
Yeah.
Hey, copy paste. How I got on the show. It's funny. Me and my fiance now, we watch a lot of shows, and we just got done watching Love Is Blind. And then I see there's a trailer for season 1 of The Circle. I said, I ain't watching that shit. Hell no. I told my girl, I said, you watch it and tell me what you think. And then she told me, nah, we not watching it. And then like 2 weeks later, we was bored. I said, let's try to see what happens. And then we, for some reason, after we got through the first episode, second episode, we loved it. We fell in love with the cast, and we're good friends with them all now. And so we auditioned. I auditioned, and when I auditioned, I got on the show. I auditioned. I got a phone call probably 3 days later, and then it was a longer process. We auditioned in April, didn't get on the show until November. So it was a long audition process. And how we connected with everybody on the show after the show. Everybody, we're all good friends. I think our show, our reality show is one of those shows where we remain friends. I've seen a lot of drama with a lot of other reality shows. I'm not gonna say who, but I say there's a lot of drama behind the scenes. But I had nothing bad to say about not one person on all 3 of our seasons of our show.
That's pretty awesome. That's kind of like what I've noticed coming out of our show, because you have been a fan of Big Brother previously.
Yes.
How long are you watching?
I started. My girl's been watching since probably season 1. I've started. She got me into it. I think season 15.
Okay.
I think season 15, maybe 16.
Okay, got it. Did you go anything before 15, 16?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. The only one I would say is like 14, you have Dan's second season. That's a dope one. But
Dan is the one. Is that the one where he had the funeral?
Yeah.
Is that season 14 when he did the funeral?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did see 14.
Okay.
How many seasons did I watch then?
That's
Because I remember that moment, that funeral moment. I was like, this dude here, crazy as hell. And it worked for him at that moment.
I literally was watching that season, and I already knew who was Final 2, because I saw it all after. I only started watching a couple of years ago, but I went back. And I was just like, how is this guy going to get out of this situation right now? And
beautiful.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then obviously 16 some other ones, but sorry, I just lost train of thought. I was like, we were talking about your guys' season. Oh yeah, so you were watching, and your girl got you watching The Circle, and then you just applied. So you were there for a while.
Yeah, so they filmed season 2 and season 3 back to back.
Yeah.
So they probably sent out 50 to 60 people out to Europe for 2 seasons, and they used I think 24 of us, 25 of us. So there's 35 people that I have not met, or let's just say 30 people out there that were out there to be on the show, never made it on the show.
Wow.
And the way I'm assuming, this is just me guessing, I'm assuming the way they do it is they choose the first batch of 8, and then as the show goes on, they say, okay, this person will fit perfect for this. This person, I don't think it's decided. I think it's like, okay, let's throw this person in. You know what I mean?
So they decided to throw you in.
Yeah, so they decided to throw me in. Thank God, because I needed that money.
How many days total were you inside the apartment?
So I was out there for a total of I think 52 days or something like that, and I waited to get on the show for 40 days. And then we filmed, I would say 9 or 10 days.
Okay.
And then we had a day of press the following day, and then we flew home the following day. So yeah, I was out there for a while, but just sitting there for 40 days. And it's not like 40 days, because they're very honest. They say, just let you know, when we fly you out, there's a chance you won't be on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting out there day by day, just waiting for a phone call. Like, can I come in?
You stipend or something?
Yeah, we got something. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just wild. Like some people left their jobs. I left my podcast contract that I had, and so I left. It's funny. I got fired the day before I flew out from my radio job because of the pandemic and everything.
Got it.
I heard was letting some people go. So yeah.
And so you were doing, and we have history. I think today. Also, you said today is the actual anniversary.
November 18th is the day November 18th, 2021?
Yeah.
November 18th, 2020 was the day I won. And the only reason I know that because one of my castmates, Daniel, he's been I blocked Daniel. And so Daniel sends me a text like 2 or 3 days ago. He said, I just want to let you know it's been a year since you blocked me, so fuck you today and forever. We joke about it all the time, but yeah.
I think I noticed our season is, from what we're told, like the first one that is really bonding as friends, kind of like yours. And I feel like from what I saw, it seems like the past cast of The Circle have also had like a decent amount of diversity in them.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if that's like, because our season's diverse and we're the first cast that everyone's still friends and hanging out.
Right.
And I'm almost like wondering like that, if there's a connection there, like as to how
it could be some connection where you bring us together. Like we talk shit, play a game of spades, cuss you out, talk about your mama, but at the end of the day, we still friends and we able to talk. So I don't know. I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist or anything like that. I can't break down the psychology of it, but there gotta be something there.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's
somebody tell us.
I didn't think about that, but that's actually because you're everybody in your season. You guys are tight.
Yeah, we're literally.
No drama.
Hopping on a plane tomorrow morning. Like we have to talk through some things.
Right.
But like by a week or two later, we're all together again. So like
it's good to see you guys all together though. Like I watch you guys are always on Instagram Live. Always.
I know. I'm flying tomorrow. 5 a.m. flight though to go out to Philly for like Biggie's birthday.
I woke up one morning. With a tweet. Like a bunch of people sending me this tweet because Tiffany has this line on the live. Somebody brought me up, and Tiffany said, "Who the fuck is James?" It's hilarious. Did you know what I'm talking about?
I have not seen that. But
you were there. You guys were all there. Somebody brought me up. And
oh shit!
Yeah, it might have been your life. You the one that corrected her. Said, oh, that's James from the Circle.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I love Tiffany.
Tiffany. I mean,
I love all you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone.
From Xavier, Big D. Derek X, I know he's not the cookout, but he's hilarious.
We wanted him. He just was too good. He was too good. He was gonna stop.
He didn't meet the melon call qualifications. Tell the truth, man.
They had an Asian American winner like season 2 or 3. So we're like, all right, you know what?
No, y'all did what y'all had. Hey, y'all did what y'all had to do. I ain't questioning nothing, dude.
I know you're not questioning. I'm just answering the question being thought of.
Is that one of the things you get? Is that one of the people?
I mean, people. That's the thing. People have asked, and it's just funny to me because like one of my backgrounds in my education was like social action and justice and like racial dynamics, and so it is so wild because like a lot of America builds up like hey, we had immigrants, we had the Asian Americans, they all work together, and that's how, that's a great American story. Or the Irish Americans like work together because they faced some sort of rejection when they came in, or the Italian Americans or whatever, and we always build it up. But then they're like, at a certain point, they're like, wait, I mean, you guys working together, that seems kind of dangerous or militant if we're talking in the past, or disturbing or whatever. And then now it's like, hey, this is racist. Just like, no, like people with a shared experience came together, and
it is what it is,
and we just. There's alliances throughout 23 years.
So how was that moment when you seen how many faces that look like yours? Like, damn, there's a lot of... Like, how was that original moment?
Literally life-changing. It was like game-changing because I walked in and all in my mindset was like, all right, I gotta make sure I'm the first black winner in the show because they've never had one. I gotta do what it takes. And then I see them like, oh, so we have a shot just like... Because I could try and get to the end on my own, but I'm like, or if all of us... get to the end, it was instant. We saw each other, we looked, we nodded, like it just was. I said, me and X, like I saw him.
Because they did the batches of 6 at a time, right?
4. They did batch of 4.
How many black people were in your batch?
1.
So you're like, okay. Yeah. So you had to. So you're like, okay.
So I saw DX, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be me, DX, probably the other 1 or 2 black people in the house. We're gonna
the one, maybe one.
That's what I was thinking.
In your head, you probably think I'm probably the only one. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Latina or Latino
so
person.
each group came in and said, I know they said, okay, there's another one, and then the next group, another one,
literally
2 more.
Wait,
that's how it was when I walked in. I seen Calvin's face, Roxana's face, and I seen Kay's face, and it was I think 4 more people. So out of 7 people, it was 3 brown people, 3 black and brown people, and I was just like, "What is this? This is different. Come on, come through Netflix with the diversity." But
that was, and it was just the element. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be like DX and like some others, and for me, it was all about POC as a whole because I never expected there to be that many black people.
Right.
And then whether it was POC or black people, for me, I went in just with the minds of the POC because it's like, when you build each other up, the importance of representation, like seeing someone.
It was just good that you guys, even though like there was fights in between, like with Derek and Tiffany. Who'd you have problems with?
I have problems with nobody. People have problems with me. Sometimes
Mr. Nice Guy here.
But
I didn't do shit. It was them.
I didn't even know people were. No, I knew. I met.
No, you didn't have no public arguments with me.
No.
Until the end.
So in the beginning, it was wild. Like in the beginning, somebody just going into the way the internet can look at things. Like there's a conversation literally where I just said, I was like, "You also said I wouldn't be on the block." Like literally that sentence, that tone, and people were like, "You just he blew up at him or whatever." And
I got so with me it's different because when I won, ours was released in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So so we got to react. So 4 episodes would sit there. The following week, another 4 episodes would come.
Yeah.
So we would have a week to sit there because we all knew what happened. So everybody knew how to talk to people. We couldn't just say, "Oh, I won." So I think the last batch of episodes, it looks like before the finale, I backstabbed 2 of my alliance members. So Black Twitter was on my ass. They was like, oh, you gave that win to Nick. Like they was all like, oh, you wore that.
Know.
The tweet that I got a lot was you wore a Malcolm X sweater and then you blocked Daniel. I said, first of all, Malcolm X wouldn't give a fuck.
Let's start there.
Start there. But it was just a good feeling knowing that I won, and I was like, okay, let's just go on wait till next Wednesday, boo. But I don't even know where I was going with that, to be honest.
No, I mean it. At the end of the day, it's we can just connect it back to the before the show. You said that you got fired.
Yeah.
You said that you were working for a radio, like you were doing comedy.
And I'm back at that job now.
Okay.
Not back at the job. I don't work for iHeart anymore. I work with iHeart.
Okay.
Because we have a syndicated radio show. We're out here in LA. We're 92.3, Las Vegas, Texas, Florida.
What's the station?
I know I should know them all, but I know Real 92.3 out here in LA and 103.5 in Vegas. The other ones, hey, we love y'all. I don't know the numbers right now on top of my head.
How did you end up there?
So I got in radio. So I started doing stand up when I was 13. 13 years old. First time I got on stage in Pasadena at the Ice House. So as time goes by, I'm just like, damn, ain't no money in this. I was like, cause like nobody's paying, and I'm going to college.
Like open mics,
yeah. I'm just doing mostly open mics every now and then because I'm underage.
Yeah.
So a lot of clubs,
they couldn't.
They wouldn't want to take the risk. Not clubs would take the risk, but the rule would be you can come in, perform, and you would have to leave. So even if I do open mic at some places, that I would have to wait outside for them to call my name, and then right when I got off, I would have to leave because they didn't want somebody to come in and see a fucking 15-year-old at the bar. Because I shouldn't have been there, and so at that moment, that's when I said I thought of being on the street team at a radio station as like kind of like a record label in a sense for a comedian. I don't know why I put those two together. That was the connection I made in my fucking head, and then so yeah, that's how I got into radio. And radio is fun, but comedy has always been my passion.
I mean, comedy. So like 13-year-old stand-up comedy. How did you end up there?
So, okay, so started my brother, my sister at the time, because my sister's trained.
Yes.
So I'll say my sister. At the time, my sister took me to go see Titanic, and I remember being bored. And then I remember we went to like the $2 movie theater, and Kings of Comedy was there, and Steve Harvey had the joke where he was going off about how long Titanic was, and that was my first time at like I first say 12 or 13 years old having a belly laugh. Like I was laughing in the movie theaters. And then the following year, there was this show on BET called Coming to Stage, and it's a comedian competition. Last comedian, last wins. There was a 13-year-old on there, same age as me, named Lil JJ, and I seen him. I don't know. The final two was Lil JJ and Lil Duval. You know Lil Duval. The comedian.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who won, but I just remember thinking like, damn, he's 13. And I remember I said, oh, I could do stand up, and that's when I started. I used to catch the bus out because I was already catching the city buses in middle school.
Yeah.
So I knew how to catch the city bus.
Yep.
And so I would catch the city bus all around town, Fridays, Saturdays, even Wednesdays on school nights. And
how often were you performing it as a teenager?
At that age,
high school. Yeah.
When I first started, I was like a few times a month. But when I got around like 15, 16, it would probably be every night.
Every night.
Well, once I got my car at like 15, 16 years old, I had a 1990 light blue Thunderbird. Almost a light skinned dude. But yeah, so yeah, and then it's funny. So to make more connections.
Yeah.
So me doing stand up, and then when I got in the radio station, I was still doing stand up, and we was doing a live remote. That's when you do like a live broadcast from Universal Studios, and we had this band there named 303. They had a couple songs on the radio. And at the time, people knew who they were, but people would come up to us, and we had this big old tent set up. We had our jocks there, and people would ask, "Who is this?" And I'll be all like, "Oh, this 303," and they would not give a fuck at all. Not a single fuck was given. Like, okay, cool. Let me go back and go to Harry Potter, and then there was this skinny little white kid. Everybody from little black kids to grown cholos, the old black woman. Yeah. They all wanted a picture with this skinny white kid. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? This is like 2009.
Yeah.
And so I asked somebody, and they told me, and said, oh, he's a YouTuber. And at that moment, I'm like, what the fuck is a YouTube? What's that? Because on YouTube, I just look at how to tie ties and stuff like that. And so at that moment, that's when I said, you know what, maybe I should jump on YouTube. And then that's when I got on YouTube, started doing Instagram videos and started doing that. I'd seen the power of just being on social media.
Oh, wow. Wait, so what was the first video that you did?
First video I did, what was it? It was a rant on something, I don't remember. The funny thing is, with the circle, I talk shit.
Yeah.
And I'm in my head, I'm like, they're not gonna cast my black ass. Hell no, they're not gonna do that. So I started. Let me just get rid of some of these videos. Oh fuck Trump. Let me take that down just in case a MAGA person behind the cast. Let me just see. A lot of my videos I started 2009, I guess. I don't remember my first video, to be honest.
No.
I think I was dancing to Suavemente. I think that has to be that. Elvis Crespo. Was that his name? Elvis Crespo?
Oh. Yeah, so I'm ready. Sounds like yes.
We got the only light skin in the room. He said, yeah, you good. That's my shit.
Was there a video like that popped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a video, I was at Target, and there was a white doll and a black doll. This is my first viral video.
Okay.
It wouldn't even go viral on my page. It just was posted by World Star, the Shade Room, some celebrities were posting it. And so there was a white and a black doll. And the white doll had all this equipment with her, and the black doll just had nothing. It was bare bottom, and they was right next to each other. So I made a video. I said, look at Becky got all this shit. She got a pacifier, diapers, she got a flower with her, and a little black ass Sharkeisha doll don't got nothing at all. And I knew Target didn't do it, but people loved it. I used to post it every time I got a new 100,000 followers.
Oh, I feel like there's a good amount of people that pop up on a video in Target. I don't know why.
Target's the spot. But yeah, I'll show you the video after we done filming.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so you made a video. You started making more reaction videos live.
Yeah. So I got kicked off YouTube one point in time.
Yeah, kicked off YouTube and you got kicked off TikTok.
I got banned off TikTok. Yeah.
How?
I think Netflix helped me get. Okay.
What happened?
So I got banned off YouTube. This is when I first started my social media journey. I was making videos like hell. I was getting like 5,000-6,000. I got 5,000-6,000 subscribers. I also got another story. Damn.
This is the way it happened was section.
So I made a video. I think it was on Valentine's Day called "Fuck You."
Okay.
And I don't know what the video was about, but it was called "Fuck You," and I just went on a rant about I forget what, but YouTube sent me another state. It was more of a suspension at that time.
Okay.
So and then TikTok. This was recently. I actually got demonetized on Instagram. This all happened the same. I got shadow banned, everything in the same day, same video. No, different video.
Oh, different.
This is fast forward to this year.
Okay.
This is literally a week before the cast reveal for our show. So my Instagram gets fucked up. I lose my TikTok. All within right before the circle about to come out. I'm pissed off. So I post a video. I react to a video of this lady giving a rabbit a lap dance. That's what I just react. I didn't say nothing foul.
A rabbit?
Yeah, she's giving a live rabbit a lap dance.
Okay.
And the rabbit look like it's enjoying it. And so I put my phone down. I come back to it. TikTok says permanently banned. I know the guy. He's the director of the community, talent community at TikTok. I hit him up. Say, hey bro, what's going on? Like last time he helped me get my page. He said we can't do nothing about this one. It says permanently banned. I said, damn.
Oh
I look on my Instagram. They said we took all your monetization features away, and I was shadow banned. And then, but I think Netflix helped me get my TikTok back.
Okay, but they got but not the Instagram.
No, Instagram. I just got unshadow banned 2 days ago.
Oh, well,
so I've got my monetization
double
features.
story.
Yeah. So it took a while.
Is that where you're at now? Do you do more on any specific platform?
Mostly, I do Instagram still.
Okay.
Mostly Instagram. I'm getting my podcast going back again. It's called Off the Mic, where I just talk shit, wherever. Yeah. That's what I was gonna tell you.
Yes.
The more of a connection. So it's because it's a long story on how I start getting followers. Because I was on YouTube without followers for like, I say 4 to 5 years. Yeah. Like I had under 10,000 subscribers. There was a point in time I joined a YouTube network. I forget the name. It was Forefront. That's what it was called. Okay. It was you know what YouTube network is?
I know what they are. But
It's pretty much like YouTubers have an agency, pretty much. And so this agency was called Forefront. It was mostly black YouTubers. Yeah. And this is what changed my mind about a lot of things. So I just joined the agency. And then the following day, the person that's handling my account says, "Hey, just let you know, a bunch of people." And then she lists the people. We're going to be shooting this app if you want to join. This is like 2012, 2011. And then she lists everybody off. At the time, I didn't know who these people were. And she said, oh, by the way, the app only is on iPhone. I had an Android. I said, fuck it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
The people that were on that list were King Batch, Daystorm, all these people that were Viners, and the app was Vine. It just had came out. And I missed out jumping on Vine. So I took that early adoption method. So there's this other app called Anchor FM.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that app?
Yeah.
It's a podcasting app. It didn't start off as a podcasting app. I was on that app day number one. I was literally the King Batch of that app. So my mindset was, let me go to a bunch of little apps and bring those people from those apps to the main apps, and that's what I did.
What was that? What was Anchor at the time?
It was like at first it was just like more like vocal tweets.
Okay.
Now it's like a digital like a host to help you get your stuff out. But literally like you could talk for like 10 seconds and post it on.
That's a strategy there. Like
and literally I was on Anchor. There was this app that helped you get followers on Twitter and then on Snapchat, and then my Snapchat blew up, and then my Snapchat followers helped me blow up on Instagram.
Oh man!
So it is a journey. I started getting followers around 2016.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of like engagement with your following, or like more engagement with other comedians, or like who do you typically?
Are you talking about like collaborations? Or are you talking about just talking?
I'm talking about both. Yeah.
Like, I connect with a lot of comedians, a lot of other influencers, and just anybody. I'm an open book. If like somebody DMs me like some stupid shit, I'm not gonna reply. But if you have a genuine question, I'm not busy. I'll sit there and talk to you. Sometimes you gotta treat people that you treat the janitors the same as you would treat the CEO. Like I talk shit. I don't judge. Like the difference is I would say, "Oh, you look like this motherfucker," and then you come out eat dinner with you. Some people will be quiet, won't say you look like shit, and then won't eat dinner with you. So I'll break bread with anybody.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference in that.
No, I love that. I think that's what I've noticed being on the show is like there is something to just not having any opinion that's formed where like I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to sit down with you until like I can have a thought on something that you did or a comment, but I got to sit down with you and get to know you myself and decide like, hey.
It's just crazy to communicate with strangers now because everybody's so. It's so crazy. You'll have a conversation with somebody, and let's just say it's a controversial topic, and you could be with them 95% of the way, but they would judge you just on that 5% you disagree with them on. It could be so many times like, I agree with everything. Oh, maybe they should have handled it like this. And that one part, oh no, you're blah blah blah. You just hate people. I'm just like, no, I'm just saying, like I agree with you, but this, it's just it's harder to make connections. To stay on brand with the podcast.
No, I mean, if we look at your own background as far as like, is your family still really connected? I know you mentioned your brother is trans, and you've been you guys have had a lot of connection. I know on the show they at least brought that up.
Yeah. So my family, my close family, I have my brother. I love my brother. I have a little brother named Roland, and my grandmother. She's the rock to my life. I think family holds down the foundation of who people are, and it shows who you really are. Like people think I'm funny. Especially on my dad's side of my family. You just sit 5 minutes with them. They the most ignorant people. I'm like, no, I can't bring y'all to these events because of the shit y'all say. I love them, but it's just
like I'm the clean one.
That's what I'm trying to say. Then my fiance, I was
of course
in the time shooting circle. That was my girlfriend. She's my fiance now.
Congrats.
Thank you, appreciate it. You seen she was drunk at a rap
party. She's hilarious and funny. We got to talk before she got drunk. So
that's the crazy thing. People meet me and they be like, "Oh, you're funny. I love you." But then when me and my fiance, they be like, "I don't even know why I like your black ass, James. Your fiance is amazing." But, I love her.
How you guys have been together a long time?
Yeah, we've been together 13 years now.
How'd you guys meet?
We met through connections of our friends. Her friends. So a church friend of mine went to high school with her, and then we all went to the movie theaters. And the funny thing is, there was another guy that was supposed to show up, and he didn't show up, and he was supposed to show up for her.
Of course.
So that's why I slid in, did my thing, like, what up, ma? Hey, you want some popcorn? You hold the butter, or you is the butter, like, you know.
You guys were both from out here?
Yeah, we're both from out here, from San Fernando Valley.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Is she working with you on new? Do you guys do content together too?
Yeah, we do content. We're gonna start doing more content together.
Yeah.
And she does her own content. She's in fitness, and she does like beauty TikToks and stuff like that. And she's big in hair, but right now her main thing is fitness. But yeah, we make content together, like relationship, like just funny TikTok videos, like, oh, should we have a threesome, like stuff like that. Oh, is a threesome with 2 guys wrong, or 2 girls, like stuff like that.
So you guys have been 13 years. Like, what would you say is your guys' like? How do you guys stay so close?
On my behalf, or I think any man's behalf, to stay in a relationship is effort. And deciding every day. Like, you have to get up and say, I decide her every day. Because genetically, men ain't shit. Men, like my boy, Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace. He has a joke that just makes so much sense how men think. Like, women would be in love with a guy, and they would see the man of their dreams. It could be Denzel Washington, Wilson, whoever it is, and they would not break up their family because they're in love with their man. But a man will see a homeless chick outside and go, damn, she got ass over there, and ruin their whole family over this homeless chick. The way he breaks it down is hilarious. Patrice O'Neal is a great, rest in peace. But it's the man's mindset is funny. So that's why you have to put effort, and you have to decide every single day to choose your partner.
What makes you decide every single day? You guys just seem like such a beautiful couple.
Because I wouldn't be who I am without her today. I wouldn't be the man I am. So she's the one person where, like, you see like celebrities, they go through big breakups or divorces, and I shouldn't even say this. I think about it.
We can think about it later. I'll decide if you want to keep it, but now I need to hear it.
Okay, I'll say this by going in court. I'll be like, this is the one person when I marry her, and if we get a divorce, she deserves half. So that's why I'm saying, I don't even know about. In court, I'll be sitting in court like, oh shit, I did say that. The judge,
she's gonna ask, like, she might have a good offer for the video. I can't tell you that.
But that's just a joke mostly. But yeah, she's my rock.
No,
yeah,
that's amazing. And
who she is, just to like when I was out there for the circle, and I was out there for 40 days. Like in the black community, we don't really take mental illness seriously. Like we don't. Mental health is not a thing to us. We just, especially as a black man.
But it is a thing too.
As a black man, toughen up. So there were days in there I didn't know how to handle, like, because remember, I'm out there like for a show, and they keep telling you like, oh no, it's not. Literally, they gave me a phone call and said, oh, season 2 started. You ain't shit. So we just gotta wait to see you. They call you 4 days. Hey, just let you know we're still not using you. Oh, just let you know season 2 wrapped. You can stay if you want to. And so that's fucking with me in my mind. So then season 3 starts. The same phone call. Hey, season 3 started. You ain't shit. We didn't choose you again. And by the grace of God, they called me when they did call me. But during that time, it was. I had some days where I was just like, damn, this. The fuck am I doing out here in the middle of a lockdown in a whole different country, a whole different continent? And every day I would talk to her, and she would pray with me, and she just would say, hey, regardless of what happens, I'm proud of you, and just let me know that it's okay. So she really helped me down mentally out there.
No, that's
so for moments like that, that's why our connection was able to stay strong for 13 years.
Well, that makes sense. That sounds like a secret. So I'll start winding down, because I don't know how we can never pass that sort of level of love there in the content, but.
Just like you and Tiffany's connection on Big Brother, right?
Oh man! Wow.
Ain't y'all thing? I see it on Twitter.
Oh my gosh! Thailand is whatever people.
Is that the name? Is that the name they gave y'all?
That's.
They gave y'all Thailand.
Thailand is the.
No, we gotta change. Ain't that a country?
Wow, I never even. They spell it different. They spell it.
It sounds like the country. Am I tripping?
No, it's definitely a country, and I definitely somehow forgot about that.
This whole time.
Thailand, yeah.
He got all these degrees. He didn't know Thailand was.
I have 1 degree. That was the funny part was that everyone had like conspiracy theories about different people. Like they're like, oh, X, like he's a lawyer, he's a cop, or Big D, whatever, and
yeah. Well, I don't know how y'all knew Xavier wasn't who he said he was.
We knew he wasn't a bartender. Yeah. That was day one. But it just everyone had something kind of cool, and then they're like Kyland, like what's his? I think that he went to school has a different degree. Like he went to school longer, and I just was like, awesome. I might be a nerd is the best like secret story. And he's definitely a nerd, but like that was the sad part is I didn't even do graduate. I just did bachelor's. That was because that was a big deal, first generation like bachelor.
Yeah, I went to college. It was on the 2-year program.
Yeah. And that's.
I got the batch. I ain't get the learn.
Of course. No, to wrap up, I guess I'm thinking about what's been, other than maybe your fiance and like your family, what's been like the one of the most significant connections in your life, like to a person or cause or
so
whatever.
One of the most like this is childish, but I grew up idolizing somebody.
Okay.
And I got voice notes and DMs from this person.
What?
They actually congratulated me on the circle, and it's The Rock. Like literally, The Rock. The Rock has told me Happy Thanksgiving before, and every time he sends me a message, I'm like, what the fuck? And the reason we made that connection was I made a video roasting him, and he seen it, reposted it, followed me. Like it's just crazy to me. One of the most followed people follows me.
Yeah,
and it's just so like I got a lot of celebrity connections. Like Mario Lopez is a good friend of mine. It's just that one specifically. I remember when he followed me, I fangirl. I was like, oh shit. But just general connections, people that I meet every day, just people that make changes people's lives. It could be a nurse, it could be a cashier, it could be a barber, it could be anybody. Just people that we all change lives every day, and we don't even know it.
That's big facts. I mean, I think
I had to humble it a little bit. First time like I was bragging, like The Rock follows me, but then the cashiers, changed my life even more.
But that's the weird part about, at least for me, I've always like said that it's really hard to make something binary. Like everything exists kind of on a spectrum, and so even coming out of the house, we're connecting, with and you beforehand connecting with a lot of like entertainment people because that's like the world that we're in, and people have a hard time understanding that these connections are also real because we're people and like we're connecting on something. It's not like just clout chasing or I'm not bragging about like connecting with these celebrities. It's just the reality is A, I admire these people, so it's super exciting. Right. And then B, if I'm connected to them and that opens up more opportunities, whatever good I'm trying to do for my family, whatever good I'm trying to do for my community, for the world, I can do more of it.
Exactly.
Like
it comes with the platform that you have. It's just I don't like using the word it's your duty to do something because I think everybody should do what the fuck they want to do what you want to do. But it's just like it comes like just being a human. It just comes with it. Like if you're talking to people, you're connected with them, regardless if they're the Barack Obama, The Rock, or just like I said, the cashier at 7-Eleven. It's just some type of connection you make, and that's why it's like even us. We're not even like huge celebrities or anything like that. We just was reality shows, and shit about to blow all over in a minute. But a simple text back to somebody that DMs you could change their day. Like, oh God, I'm so excited that you fucking DM me, blah blah blah. I didn't know you was gonna reply. So that's why it's important to always to remain humble. Always remain humble and talk to whoever you can, especially at the time. Unless your breath stink. Shut up, your breath stink.
No, I mean that's the best advice I think that I've been trying to take and everyone's been trying to take, and I love that. So closing out, like where can people connect with you? Like I know you're on. You just got unshadow banned, unblocked from some things.
So I'm back online. eharmony.com/ I'm just playing. You can find everything is James Jefferson J. That's my Snapchat. That's my Twitter. That's my TikTok. James Jefferson J. The podcast is gonna be off the mic. You can either type in James Jefferson J or you type in Off the Mic on all podcasting platforms. But yeah, I'm on every platform. I'm on even Facebook for the old people, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff.
Anything new that you're excited about? You want people to look out for the podcast?
The main thing is just my social medias right now, my podcasting, and I'm getting back on stage pretty soon.
Okay. Oh, so more stand up coming
more
out.
stand up because I've been kind of slacking on that, and that's stand up's that one thing you can't slack on. You have to focus on. Like I said, I slacked on doing radio, and I still put out a good show. DJing, don't even got to think about it. Hosting shows, but stand up's that one thing. If your sword is not sharp, people are gonna be able to tell.
I mean, that's all I hear is that it's the hardest job in the world.
It is the hardest art form. Even singers. I'm not saying it's easier for others. I'm just saying comedy is hard. Even acting. I've acted before. I'm like, this is not hard as stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Oh man. Do you have any real quick add on any sort of favorite or wild like stand-up comedy stories, like performing something wild or a joke that?
My first real heckler. I was 14. I was at Cal State Fullerton. I didn't know this at the time. What's that religion?
Mormons.
Mormons, yes. Okay. So I didn't know it was a Mormon show. And I used to talk reckless, and so this white guy, I remember I started off the show. Like, how does it feel to be white? I mean, I'm just 14 years old. I don't know how to really form jokes as well. But people laugh just because I'm just being up there being me.
Yeah.
And the white kid said, and this white dude said, pull up your pants and you'll find out. And then I replied to him. I said, I got him down to make it easier for your mama. And then so I referenced his mom sucking my dick to a bunch of Mormons. And the funny thing is, nobody told me it was a Mormon school, but the reaction was kind of bad. Until the following year, they hired me back to come back at the same event. They said, it was all Mormon. So I said, I had no fucking idea. And at that time, I was like, I don't even know what a Mormon is.
That's his own story. I mean, I don't know why somebody wants to heckle with somebody who does it professionally.
Oh, hecklers! It's a sport. People go to comedy clubs. People go. I can't wait to get a reaction of the comedian. That's why some people sit in the front rows hoping the comedian roast them. And I'm one of those people. I used to like doing comedy shows that get roasted on.
I'm sure that'd be an honor. I'm sure I'll have to. If it's an honor for The Rock, I mean, I'm sure that anybody else that gets roasted, right. I hope I need to get on that list of just to be roasted by James sometime.
Hey, do some stupid shit, I'll get on your ass.
No, I appreciate it. I know you will. No, I appreciate you coming out.
You having me. Having this connection with Kyland.
Thank you. See, James said it here, so now you guys know. Connections with Kyland. I'm super glad, super stoked.